You might feel like you're standing still, but right now you're moving at 1,670 kilometers per hour. That is the incredible speed at which the Earth rotates at the equator. We don't feel this motion because everything around us, the atmosphere, the ground, and our buildings, is moving at the exact same constant speed. It is a perfect shared momentum. But what if the Earth suddenly hit the brakes? For 5 terrifying seconds, the ground stops, but everything else keeps going. Let's see what happens. Newton's first law states that objects in motion stay in motion. This means your speed and direction don't change unless acted upon by an outside force. You are currently moving at over 1,000 miles per hour, anchored to the Earth's surface. But if the planet suddenly stopped, you would not. Think of it like a car crash. If a car hits a wall, the vehicle stops instantly, but the passengers keep moving forward at the same speed they were before. Without a seatbelt, your body experiences thousands of pounds of force. In our scenario, the Earth is the car, and you are the unrestrained passenger. Everything loose on the surface would continue moving eastward at supersonic speeds, because the inertia that keeps us moving won't simply vanish. At the equator, the Earth rotates at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. If the Earth were to stop instantly, the solid bedrock would halt, but you would not. Because of inertia, everything not anchored to the ground continues moving eastward at supersonic speeds. In just 1 second, you are launched with force equivalent to a crashing jet, leaving the stopped surface behind in a display of pure kinetic energy. While the solid crust stops instantly, the atmosphere does not. The air is a fluid wrapped around our planet in distinct layers, each with its own momentum. When the Earth halts, this vast gaseous shell carries on at the original rotational speed. This creates hypersonic winds exceeding Mach 1.3. These winds function as a planetary-scale sandblaster, obliterating everything in their path. Buildings, forests, and infrastructure are leveled in a matter of seconds. The oceans are not locked to the crust. They are fluid bodies with massive momentum. When Earth stops, this water continues moving. Usually, these layers of currents flow in a balanced harmony, guided by temperature and salinity. Because the water retains its velocity of over 1,000 kilometers per hour, it crashes against the continental shelves. The result is a global mega tsunami. Waves rise kilometers high, wiping out coastal regions instantly as the kinetic energy converts to catastrophic displacement. Even if the solid crust stopped, deep inside, the Earth isn't a single locked unit. The molten outer core remains liquid and continues its violent, rapid rotation. Because the crust and the liquid outer core are not perfectly coupled, the abrupt halt of the surface creates an unprecedented mechanical misalignment. This violent friction between a stationary surface and a spinning core triggers a global electromagnetic pulse. The energy release is astronomical. Within those 5 seconds, the pulse fries satellites in orbit and shatters power grids across the planet. Our technological civilization would effectively vanish. All this massive kinetic energy has to go somewhere. It doesn't just vanish, it is transformed. Recent 2025 climate simulations show that the friction between the atmosphere and the Earth's surface converts movement into intense heat. This rapid conversion of kinetic energy triggers massive, instantaneous firestorms across the mid-latitudes. The resulting thermal energy is enough to level the planet, turning the surface into an inferno as motion stops. Our planet maintains its path through a perfect balance between gravity and orbital velocity. This constant motion is what prevents us from spiraling into the sun or drifting into the void. Beyond climate, the rotation of our core generates the magnetic field that shields us from harmful solar radiation. It is a fundamental condition for life as we know it. We live in a unique window of stability. Understanding the mechanics of our rotating world helps us appreciate that the quiet consistency of our days is truly extraordinary.